Okay. Hi guys, I welcome Altaf Ansari, who is a senior data scientist at Cognizant, and we will have an interesting session. I welcome Altaf to this session on expert talk. So definitely we have freshers, experienced people from all the different domains, and they are interested in to getting into this AI and they want to get into these jobs. And so I welcome you from DataMites team to this talk. Yeah, yeah. Can you
Thank you
have
so
an
much for having me.
yeah? You can you introduce yourself? Have a brief about yourself.
Yeah, sure, Karimullah. So, hi everyone. Good afternoon to everyone. Myself, Mohammad Altaf Ansari. I'm a senior data scientist currently associated with Cognizant. I have around 8 years of experience now. I am an engineer, Bachelor of Engineering. I've completed from University of Mumbai back in 2012. Thereafter, I have worked with Mahindra and Mahindra for 4 years as a data analyst. Then I have worked with Capgemini as a data scientist, and now I'm working with Cognizant as a senior data scientist. So my major skill sets are basically Python, SQL, machine learning, deep learning, and cloud platforms. So I'm basically involved in end-to-end AI solution building in these companies for various clients. I have also experience with clients in different domains like insurance, healthcare, then car manufacturing, consumer goods, and so on. So that is a brief introduction about me.
Yeah, that's nice to you. I think you have worked across all the kinds of domains and applications. So can you tell me about like projects, how the projects are there in industry as you as you have worked in multiple uh, problems and the business cases? I
Yeah, so in every company, there are various projects in different domains actually. So you'll find projects in finance, you'll find projects on the consumer side, you'll find projects on the healthcare side, then you'll find projects on the customer reviews. So each and every domain has their respective projects. So what I found is the requirement to fill in the industry to fulfill these projects, the resources required is lots, like they need lots of resources right now. And the demand is a lot, supply is less as of now, because I myself uh, conduct interviews on weekend and everything for Cognizant for external candidates. So the demand is like never ending in AI and ML right now. The projects basically they are in all forms. You'll get classical machine learning projects also, wherein you'll get regression problems, you'll get classification problems. Then there are projects around unstructured data also, wherein the clustering algorithms are involved. Then nowadays, a lot of projects are around NLP, textual data. So you need to be good in natural language processing now. And what has majorly come up in these days is generative AI. So generative AI is like a new boom in the AI ML segment today. Along with that is agentic AI, which is also going parallel with it. So these are the kind of projects that are coming across in different domains revolving around these only. And what is leading the industry is classical machine learning projects and generative AI as of now.
Okay, that's nice to hear about. So, looks like you just now told that you also take an interview, and
Yes, I
like
do take.
from your perspective, like what do you look into the candidate? Like what kind of questions you ask? Because of course you are an interviewer. There are a lot of freshers here who are attending this expert talk. So,
Right.
and if you just can elaborate on that thing. And of course, if when they do some project, what kind of projects they do, it will be helpful for showcase to the interviewer and make a good impression on an interviewer.
Right. So while interviewing, the skills that I basically evaluate at the very first is Python coding skills and SQL coding skills. I don't ask very tough questions in the interviews because it is known that people tend to forget the syntax and all the things. They might not get it right in the interview because they are nervous also. So we do understand that. But even if that is the case, if you're not able to write the exact code, you can tell the interviewer that, hey, I don't remember the syntax right now. Can I write a pseudo code? So even if you write a pseudo code, that is also acceptable because the interviewer wants to know how you are making the logic behind that code. For example, if they ask you to write a Python code to generate a Fibonacci series of n numbers, so it's okay if you don't write it, if you are not successful, but if you explain the logic that, hey, this is the logic that I'm trying to build in, and somehow if you are not able to complete it, the interviewer is okay with the logic that you have explained. You can write the pseudo code and that is okay. So Python is something that we look for. SQL also, again, basic questions we ask like what will be the nth highest salary, first highest salary, second highest salary. We'll give simple problems like to join two tables using SQL and get some outcome from it. So these kind of simple questions we asked in this, and sometimes if time permits, we ask around pandas, basically something related to data frame slicing and all. So these are the coding questions we ask. And then in related to machine learning, we ask them conceptual questions around algorithms. So we ask the candidates first what is their favorite algorithm and all. We give them the first chance to select. And if they say that this is my favorite one, we go ahead and ask questions around that. And if not, if they don't have any favorite algorithm, we choose the algorithm by ourselves and we keep asking questions on those algorithms. So you should be good with the concepts. With concepts, I mean, for example, in linear regression, for example, why multicollinearity is not suitable. You should be able to explain that. What is multicollinearity? You should be able to explain that. How is the gradient descent working in case of linear regression algorithm and all this kind of things. So these are the conceptual questions we ask, which candidates should be able to answer because these are the very basics of machine learning. While you code, you don't need this concept because every calculation is done with the libraries. But in the interviews, we want you to be strong with your concepts. Also, in different algorithms, like which algorithm is affected by outliers, which is not affected by outliers, all these kind of things you should know. Then we come on to the project also. In the project, we expect your end-to-end involvement in that project. It is not that you were only involved in the model building part. No, you should be involved right from data ingestion, in data processing, feature engineering, feature selection, model training, evaluation, and then up to model deployment. If you are able to explain that cycle and show your involvement in this entire process, then the interviewer gets a good confidence on you that yes, you are involved in it, you know end to end, because a data scientist job is not just to be building the model. The model is built by algorithm, right? You just write a code, and nowadays templates are also available which will write the code for you. But you should be able to explain him the entire process, which features you selected, how you selected, what were the data pre-processing techniques you used, which algorithms you used, and why, what was the reason to select those algorithms in your experiments and all those things, on which cloud you deployed your solution, what is the process of deploying that solution onto the cloud. So this kind of questions are basically covered in the interviews, which give us a fair understanding of whether a person has hands-on experience or not. And trust me, if a person has done the course properly, he knows Python, he has practiced it properly, SQL, Pandas, Python, SQL, Pandas, if he has practiced this properly and knows all these techniques of the end-to-end life cycle of a data science project, then it is not a big brainer to crack the interviews for them.
Yeah, that's kind of thank you, Altaf, for such an elaborate answer. It will be definitely helpful for our all the candidates. Like, I'm curious about what kind of generative projects is are going on in industry, and if if students want to practice and create some model projects before getting into industry. So, can you shed some light on that? Yeah.
See, it depends from industry to industry and case to case and domain to domain also. What is trending a lot right now is chatbot, which is trained on the custom data of the company and which uses RAGs at the back end, made using LangChain framework. And you should be good with the vector stores also. So generative AI involves vector stores, LangChain framework, and all these things. So you have your custom data, you have an open source model or a paid model, a large language model, which you connect to that and then store the embeddings in the vector store and all to get the answers to the questions on your custom data. So chatbots backed with LLMs, I would say in short, is trending a lot. And then summarizations are something which are going on. Sentiment analysis, because what is happening is there are many models available which are able to understand the sentiments, but they are not able to understand the sarcastic sentiments they don't understand. So LLMs play an important role in those kind of reviews or sentiments. They understand it properly. So nowadays, sentiment analysis also done in some cases using large language models or the generative AI solutions. So it is not a fixed list. It depends from case to case and business to business what they actually want. So recently, what I built was a chatbot on the custom data. That is what they wanted. So earlier, the project was to build a machine learning solution to predict whether a person browsing on the website will enroll in the health insurance plan or not, because the provider was a health insurance provider. He was the client. And this project, generative AI project, was on top of that, a supplementary project which came ahead, uh, which basically helps the people who are browsing the website to chat with the chatbot parallelly. If they're not able to find something on the website, there is a chatbot which you can use and ask questions, and it will retrieve the answers and give it to you. So it's like chat GPT inside their website. So that is the kind of application we have recently built also.
So, yeah, one more question from my side is, are you using open source models, or are you using some cloud-based models?
We have used Google's Gemini and OpenAI paid versions only, because open source models have some problems in giving the replies. They are good to practice. You can practice with them, but for industrial use case, paid models are good.
Understood. Understood. Yeah. From a career point of view, there are also people from different domains. They want to move into data science and AI domain.
Mhm.
What do you suggest for them? Because they have some amount of experience in other domains, and they want to switch the career into AI domain. So, any advice or any inputs for them from your side?
Yeah, see, even I was from a different domain. I do not belong to IT originally. I have done my engineering in automobiles. I'm an automobile engineer by qualification. So the first 4 years I was into the automotive industry. There I was working on Power BI and all. I was not at all involved with the machine learning and AI and all those things. So what I did was, so whatever were the projects going on in my domain, in my current company, that time it was automotive, there I found out what kind of use case I can build around machine learning. Okay. Maybe if it is a car manufacturing unit, we can build a predictive model for a predictive maintenance. That could be one use case, right? And it is very easy with respect with the use of Chat GPT and all, that you can just tell your experience to Chat GPT, and you can just write a prompt that, hey, I have this much experience in this domain. I want to transition into data science and machine learning. Can you suggest me some good projects in my domain? So it will give you fantastic results. You'll get really good project ideas from there. You can use your current learnings, or your courses, and make a project around any project idea you get from ChatGPT and all. And that project needs to be end to end. You can make a dummy data. You can make a dummy data. You can make a model. You can deploy it free on Azure cloud and everything. Everything is for free. You can do it properly. So what they care about is whether you have done things end to end. That is the main thing. So suppose you are right now in finance domain, you want to make a transition, you can ask for projects to Chat GPT. First, give your experience. Ask it what are the good projects. It will give you some projects like credit fraud analysis or predicting whether credit fraud has happened or not. Something like that it will give you. Many other projects it will give you. Pick one project. You can search for the data sets to train your model on Kaggle first, or you can ask it only to provide you with the data from Kaggle. If not, it can make a dummy data also for you. You can use it. And then you can make an end-to-end solution out of it, deploy it, and then put it on your CV that this is the project I've done in my domain.
Thank you, Altaf. Yeah. Let's have a look at because this talk is being streamed on YouTube and LinkedIn. If there are any questions from the participants, yeah, Pat team, can you just put the messages in the chat so that we can get the questions from audience also? Okay, looks like there are no questions from the participants. Yeah, that's thanks a lot, Altaf, for coming here and giving us the inputs. Definitely, these inputs are very valuable for the audience and, of course, for us also, so that we can get to know what are the projects are happening and the real world keeps changing and it's very dynamic. Definitely, people from industry will help our students and us to improvise and make things better. Thank you, Altaf.
Thank you so much for having me. Pleasure talking